Chloe, no last name, just the girl who leaves chargers in every corner of the building like she's secretly trying to tether herself to every place she's ever wanted to stay longer, stands barefoot in her apartment at 9:37 p.m., halfway through brushing her teeth, fairy lights glowing soft gold across the living room, lo-fi playlist humming low when the knock comes, 3 soft, deliberate taps that somehow sound like they've been rehearsing outside her door since the day he moved in across the hall. You guys will never believe what just happened. I'm Chloe, 22, fresh out of a bubble bath that did nothing to calm me down, wearing the softest oversized t-shirt I stole from an ex who never deserved it, and the tiniest black sleep shorts that barely qualify as clothing. And this is happening right now, 9:37 p.m. on a Tuesday that just went from quiet to fully charged. The toothbrush is still buzzing in my mouth, hallway light slicing gold under the door, the scent of cedar, motor oil, and something warm and alive is already sliding in like it owns the place, and my pulse just short-circuited so hard I nearly dropped the toothbrush in the sink. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, drop a comment if a forgotten charger ever charged up something way more dangerous than your phone. Let's go. I spit, rinse, wipe my mouth on the sleeve like a heathen, and open the door. Everett stands there, holding a tangled nest of white cables like he's offering me contraband. Or maybe salvation? He's in a black Henley with the sleeves pushed up just enough to show the grease streaks on his forearms from whatever he was fixing in the garage, salt and pepper hair still perfect even at almost 10 p.m., green eyes catching the hallway light and throwing it back darker, deeper, like the storm that's supposed to roll in tomorrow decided to show up early and wear his face. He looks calm, kind, devastating. You left these in the lobby, he says, voice low and steady, the kind of voice that could talk you out of your clothes without ever raising above a murmur. Security desk buzzed me. Figured you'd need them before your phone died, and you started panic texting the group chat at 2 a.m. again. I laugh, nervous, breathy, too honest, and reach for the bundle. Our fingers brush. The spark that jumps between us could light the entire building for a week. God, thank you, I say, clutching the cords to my chest like a shield that's already failing. I'm literally the worst. I lose these things like I'm allergic to being a functional adult. He smiles, small, slow, dangerous. Not the worst thing you could lose tonight. The hallway light flickers once, like even the building is leaning in, holding its breath. He doesn't leave. I don't close the door. Conversation starts safe. The lobby camera that caught me dropping the chargers like a clumsy raccoon. The storm rolling in tomorrow that's supposed to knock the power out. How he noticed my lights. We're the only ones still on when he got home from the garage. How he stood in the lobby for a full minute trying to talk himself out of bringing them up himself. Safe lasts exactly 45 seconds. You want to come in? I ask, the words out before my brain catches up. Before I can remind myself that inviting him in at 9:40 p.m. in sleep shorts is a terrible, wonderful idea. I owe you a drink at least. Or coffee. Or something. His eyes flick past me to the soft glow of the fairy lights, the half-burned candle on the coffee table, then back to my face. Lingering on the way, the t-shirt slips off one shoulder, and the thin strap of my bralette peeks out like it's waving hello. Something sounds perfect, he says, and steps inside. The door clicks shut behind him like a starting gun. I take the chargers to the kitchen counter, plug one into the wall like I'm pretending to be useful, but really I just need 3 seconds to breathe, to remind my legs how to work. He follows, slow, leaning a hip against the island, watching me with the kind of quiet intensity that makes the air feel too small and too electric all at once. I turn around. He's closer than I expected. Close enough that I can see the tiny scar on his knuckle, the way his pulse is hammering at the base of his throat, the faint grease smudge on his wrist that I suddenly want to lick clean. Everett, I say, and it comes out shaky, hungry, done pretending for even one more second. He closes the distance in one smooth step, takes the second charger from my hand, sets it down without looking. His palm cups my jaw, thumb brushing my lower lip like he's been thinking about it for months, maybe years. Tell me to leave, he murmurs, voice rough, eyes searching mine, giving me an out. He clearly doesn't want me to take. And I will, right now. I answer by fisting my hands in his Henley and pulling him down. The kiss is instant, open-mouthed, desperate, tasting like mint toothpaste and 2 years of almosts. My back hits the counter, his hands slide under the t-shirt, calloused palms branding my waist, my ribs, Everywhere he's never been allowed to touch before tonight. The chargers clatter to the floor, forgotten again, this time on purpose. Round 1 is fast and frantic against the kitchen counter, my legs wrapped around his waist, his mouth on my neck, the fairy lights flickering like they're cheering. Round 2 is slower, on the living room rug, city lights striping us through the blinds, his mouth mapping every inch of me like he's been starving, and I'm the first meal he's allowed himself in years. Round 3 finally lands us in my bed. Sheets twisted, window cracked open to let the night in. His name in my mouth like a prayer I never knew I was holding. My nails down his back like punctuation. 4:42 a.m. We're on the balcony, wrapped in one blanket, city still humming below us. He's behind me, chin on my shoulder, arms banded around my waist, like he's afraid I'll vanish if he lets go. The storm that was supposed to come tomorrow is already rumbling in the distance like it's jealous. 56 a.m. We're in the kitchen, raiding the fridge in nothing but skin and afterglow. He finds strawberries, I find whipped cream. We don't make it back to bed. The counter gets christened again, 19 a.m. We finally collapse in my bed, limbs tangled, sheets destroyed, window still open so the pre-storm breeze kisses our skin. The chargers are still on the kitchen floor, tangled like they're laughing at us. My phone is at 1%, his is dead somewhere under a pillow, and neither of us cares. 47 a.m. Sunrise leaks through the blinds, painting us gold. He's tracing lazy circles on my hip, kissing the bite mark he left on my shoulder, like he's proud of it. Still need power? He asks, voice sleep rough and perfect. I straddle his lap on the couch, we somehow migrated there again, bite his bottom lip until he groans low in his throat. Only thing I need charged is right here, I whisper, and prove it, slow and filthy, until the sun is fully up and the city wakes up around us. 33 a.m. We're in the shower, laughing because we're both pruny and starving, and neither of us wants to be the first to admit we should probably eat real food. He washes my hair like it's the most natural thing in the world. I return the favor and discover he makes the best sounds when I massage his scalp. 7 a.m. We finally eat. Pancakes, obviously. Me wearing his Henley now, him in sweatpants and nothing else. There's batter on his chest where I accidentally flicked it. I lick it off. The pancakes get cold. 2:41 p.m. We're back in bed. Horizontal, sunlight pouring over us like it's proud. The chargers are still on the floor. My phone died sometime around round 6. We don't care. Chloe winks at the camera. Phone propped on the nightstand, where it's been recording since 9:36 p.m. yesterday. Battery long dead, but somehow the red light is still bravely blinking, like it refuses to miss the finale. Chargers abandoned on the kitchen floor like casualties of war. And that's how returning my chargers became an entire night, an entire morning, an entire life. Some favors aren't quick, some cables don't carry the current that matters, and some desires, once plugged in, refuse to ever be unplugged again. We're running on pure, uncut, endless power now. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, comment the last time someone brought you something you forgot and took everything you were ready to give. Chloe's dangerous desires just got fully charged, and we're never running out of power, never unplugging, never, ever going dark.